Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here in Las Vegas, being joined with Leonard Ellerbe in the David Copperfield Theater, where the Broner Pacquiao press conference just finished up, and never a dull moment with Adrian Broner, right?
Never a dull moment. I mean, that's what makes him AB.
What happened there? Did you get a chance to talk to him?
No, he's just doing his interviews. He's focused and he's ready to go Saturday night.
He mentioned he feels like he's being underestimated in this fight and through the whole build-up. Do you have a sense of where that's coming from, and do you sense that they are underestimating him in this fight?
Well, from the talks of his trainer, he said some polarizing things about Adrian, and but that's just I think it's part of the build up to the fight, and both guys have put in tremendous camps, and they're just both very dialed in and focused, and they're both ready to fight on Saturday night.
Roach and Justin Fortune have mentioned this is the best Manny they've seen in a very long time, and that the intensity from the Cotto fight has come out, that Manny wants to knock Broner out. Do you feel we get that type of fight, that type of Manny, or do you feel that age might play in a little bit where Manny's not like that as he was before?
Age is not going to have anything to do with it. Manny Pacquiao is fighting very well. He's not the same Manny Pacquiao of old, but he's still one of the top fighters out there. He had set the bar for so high for so many years. As I mentioned in my my comments, that we oftentimes forget how great he is still as a fighter, and how many accomplishments that he's had thus far in his great Hall of Fame career. But I think there's a lot of hype associated with the back and forth a little bit. But I know both guys they have a tremendous amount of respect for one another, and both they put in the work. And I know for a fact from the AB side, this is the best that we're gonna get from him. As to this date, this will be the best version of Adrian Broner come this Saturday night that we've seen thus far. He knows what's at stake, and he will rise to the occasion.
I would think that being in this situation for him, and him saying that, I know fans listening to this and watching this are going to say, well, we've heard that time and time again. Why are we to believe Adrian this time?
Well, I think you should believe him because he's never fought no one of this caliber, who's a future Hall of Famer, who's an 8-division world champion, who is still highly respected in the boxing world, who's made all these record purses, and again, guy that everyone can. He's the most recognizable name out there, other than Floyd, in this sport. So it gets no bigger than fighting Manny Pacquiao. It's a fight. It's a fight that both wanted to make this fight, and it's going to be a very entertaining and competitive fight.
I'm going to turn you into a psychic now. We're going to do not sightseeing, but fortune seeing. How do you see the fight playing out really? Like, do you think it will go 12 rounds given the styles, or do you honestly think that at some point someone's going to get caught with something?
I think that it could play out in a number of ways, but I know that we're going to get a great fight, and it will be a very entertaining and competitive fight. All of the talk about, that looking forward to this and doing that is Adrian Broner's coming to do his thing on Saturday night.
No, he looks serious.
Yeah,
he looks serious up here on stage.
But more importantly, what I respect the most is that I've seen firsthand the work that he's put in. I visited his camp. I've seen him spar. I see how hard he's working in the gym, and he's just ready to go.
You were ready to go from Japan back over here. You made it really quick. Tell me about that experience, because I've seen you and we talked off camera, and like I was like excited for you guys going over there to Japan. How was that? Tell me like your firsthand account of that whole night.
It was an incredible experience. It was an experience that I will always remember. I had never been to Japan before, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. All the build-up, the last few days, and coming down. It felt like a fight. With when we were in the hotel, you come downstairs, and on our way to the arena, there was hundreds and hundreds of fans in the lobby chanting, "Go Mayweather, go Mayweather," you know. So that's just part of the worldwide global appeal that he has. And again, it was just a lot of fun. It was the risen people. They showed us a tremendous amount of respect. They rolled out the red carpet, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for them and the treatment of Floyd and his team. And again, it was just a lot of fun.
When you look at the whole event and when you guys went over there, I know watching the broadcast, there was a lot of speculation that Floyd wasn't going to show up because you guys missed the grand introductions. And you guys didn't know about the grand introductions. They never told you about that. But did you guys get that, or did they communicate that to you guys? Like, oh, like, where's Floyd at?
No, not at all. We did everything that we were supposed to, meaning Floyd did everything he was supposed to, and he went over there and put on a heck of a performance in the exhibition.
Did he tell you anything about the actual exhibition? Because watching it, it seemed to me like he came in like, okay, this exhibition, I'm going to have a little fun. And then Tenshin hit him with something, and he was like, okay, if you're going to hit me this hard, I'm going to put it on you. And it seemed to me that's how it came off, and that's when he really started getting serious on him.
You're exactly right.
Yeah?
You're exactly right.
I figured that's what happened.
You're exactly right. I mean, he didn't go into the exhibition with saying, oh, you know, this or that. I mean, he was just having fun. It was just because, again, having an exhibition like that, it's just a form of entertainment, and that's all he wanted to do is entertain the fans.
Did he mention how hard he hit at all, or like how he?
No. It's just fighters. Fighters, that's what they do. They fight. You know, they get hit. You know,
and things get serious. It escalates. Same thing happens in sparring all the time.
Well, Floyd don't play. That's one thing he don't play. He don't play. So.
I know you've heard, a lot of people online have mentioned the knockdowns looked weird, that maybe the whole thing was fixed. Me looking at it, it doesn't appear to be that way because of how Tenshin acted after the fight. And when you really look at the knockdowns, he got hit clean with a lot of shots. But what do you make of the people that say that?
Well, I make that whoever said that, especially the journalists, those are very irresponsible comments. Because without any proof to back anything up like that, why would you say something like that? Because that couldn't be the furthest thing from the truth.
Were you taken aback when you heard all that on Twitter?
No, not at all. That's one thing that Floyd has taught me many, many years ago. We don't care about what others think.
So with that, since it was successful, you guys had a great reception in Japan, do you think we're going to see more of him doing that, the exhibition bouts?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Opportunity presented itself. He made a lot of money doing it, and hey, at the end of the day, he had a lot of fun too.
So if Manny wins this fight, and they're like, "Hey, this is an opportunity to make $100 million. Let's get Floyd back in the ring." Do you think that'll get the juices flowing in him, or do you think at this point he's really at peace, that he's really done?
I think he's at peace because, again, if you've made over $1 billion.
He's made $1 billion?
Yeah, Floyd's made over $1 billion in his career. What good does it do for you to have generated that kind of revenue and you can't enjoy it? You know, he'll be 42 in February. He should be looking to do the things that he's doing, getting up, getting on his jet, and going anywhere he chooses to go to.
That's an opinion that a lot of people have expressed, that he has the right to do whatever the heck he wants. He's earned it.
Yes.
Because he fought the guys that he needed to fight early on in his career and in the later part of his career as well, and that he doesn't really owe anybody to do these things.
He don't owe anybody anything. And
you do get the boxing fan that says, well, why doesn't he fight this guy or that guy?
Well, that's because, you know, people hold out the hope that one day they'll see him come in the ring and actually lose a fight. That man did everything. He busted his behind for so many years and dedicated his life to this entire sport, and he had a tremendous amount of success with doing this over the years, and he beat every fighter of his era, and he's been the best fighter of not only this era, in my eyes, the best to ever do it.
Leonard, I want to go to Japan, so do another thing over there so I can go and cover it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Leonard Ellerbe, the head of Mayweather Promotions. We're here in Las Vegas. Broner versus Pacquiao coming up this Saturday on pay-per-view.